Hello everyone, Sean here with North Florida Saltwater Fishing. In today's video, I'm going to review a company called SeaSucker. As you know, when I recently purchased my Carolina Skiff 162 JLS, I love everything about the boat. It came without two very important options that I just kind of take for granted every boat would automatically have if it were a fishing boat. One is a cup holder. Now that sounds kind of goofy. Oh, what's the big deal about a cup holder? Well, I don't know if you've done 40 miles an hour trying to hold your coffee, the throttle, and the wheel at the same time. That can be challenging. The other is a flush mount rod holder for trolling. We have gunnel mounted rod holders for storage. We have vertical rod holders for storage in the center console, but no flush mount for trolling. And during the spring and summer, I like to troll for kings when the weather allows. And so that flush mount rod holder it's a necessity. I've got to have it. So the thought of drilling holes in my boat sent chills up my spine. So I'm like, is there another option? So with a little research, I came across a company called SeaSucker. And what this company SeaSucker provides is rod holders, cup holders, bait boards, phone holders, all etc. that are held on by these industrial suction cups with this vacuum mechanism that attaches them to the side of your boat on any smooth surface. In this case, the gel coat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount these on the boat, kind of show you how that mechanism works, and give you a little history of how they've worked for me so far. And the way these attach to the boat is by these industrial strength suction cups. And what they recommend is you wet the cups and the surface. Now when you're out on the water, obviously you can just dip it in the water, no big deal. Then you position it any way you want it. As far, for the angle, the height, what have you. Then you press these vacuum buttons. And you press those until this orange area here has disappeared. And that's it, it's on. And what that orange band is, it's sort of a warning that if that backs out, you need to give it a couple pumps. Well, I've never had that happen. And if you look, I'm shaking the boat. That's not going anywhere. That is on there hard. These are the same sort of suction cups the automotive industry uses on their robots to attach both metal parts and glass parts to vehicles in a body shop. And I mean, it's holding rock solid. I've left this on my boat for 3 or 4 days, come back, the yellow bands aren't showing, and it's just as rock solid as it can be. That's not going anywhere. Obviously, I would recommend, and I'm going to do so as well, is when I've got my rod and reel in the holder and I'm trolling, it will have a leash attached to this cleat. I would do that in a flush mount holder as well, because the right fish can pull a rod out of any rod holder. Now we're going to mount the cup holder, and it doesn't have to be a completely flat surface. If you'll notice, the side of my center console here has a slight curve to it. Same thing, you just wet the suction cup, you wet the surface. Again, if you're out on the boat, on the water, you just dip it in the water, it's not a big deal. And it's that easy. That's not going anywhere. I mean, not going anywhere. Again, if that little orange line comes up, then that just means you give it a couple pumps and it resecures it. But this isn't going, I mean, literally going anywhere. All right, well, what I want to show you as well is these are as solid as they are on there, and they are. You can see me shaking the boat. They're as easy to take off as they are to attach. You have these tabs, top and bottom. It's that easy. So they hold super strong, and it's super easy to unattach them, reattach them somewhere else if you need to reconfigure your boat. That's the cool thing about it. It's not a permanent hole in your boat. I can move this around. Now, so far the cup holder and this has worked perfectly for storage, you know, for drinks and to store a rod vertically. I haven't used it trolling yet because, you know, springtime I'll go king fishing and we'll use this in a trolling application and I'll get a real world review of how that goes. Obviously, but like with any rod holder, when I'm trolling, I'll have a lanyard from the cleat here to my rod. I mean, a fish can pull a rod out of any rod holder. So, you know, that's a given either way. And I'll do a follow-up video on that as well. But I just thought you guys might be interested. I thought it was super cool, super neat. Keeps you from having to drill holes in your boat. It also allows for customization for each fishing trip to any kind of fishing you want to do. Super cool. Not sponsored by the company at all. I just thought it was a super cool idea and I thought I'd pass that along to y'all. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate your comments and suggestions you've given me. Want to see more videos like this, more fishing videos? Please, man, hit that subscribe, hit the like, and share it with your friends. Again, I appreciate you guys so much. And until next time, tight lines and screaming drags, guys. See you on the water. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Please take a few seconds and leave a comment or suggestion. Your input is important and is what drives the channel. We answer every comment. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends. Until next time, tight lines and screaming drags.